Hey guys, my name is Micah Elgin V from Modern Day Fitzgerald. I'm here with McQuiston over at Springfield Music. Today, we're gonna go talk about what to look for in buying a guitar itself. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, so I work here at Springfield Music. I've been here a little over 3 years now. Playing a couple bands around here in Kansas City. Playing West Side Royal, it's my main band. I also play with a band called Blue False Indigo. I play drums for them.
Main thing, he is the guy to talk to about all instruments, all guitars, all pedals and whatnot. But today, we're just gonna focus on the main thing. What should someone look for in buying a guitar?
Surprisingly, for the most part, while the feel and the playability of the guitar goes a long way, what I typically steer people towards is how the instrument looks and how it appeals to them. You will not play a guitar that you don't really like looking at or just like something that you kind of admire. You know, we always look at people on big stages and look at all their cool, fancy custom guitars and kind of like a piece of art that they're playing. Whenever I think of, say, a Fender Jaguar, for example, I think of Johnny Marr from the Smiths. And Johnny Marr is one of my favorite guitar players. Yeah. So I am gonna gravitate kind of to a Jaguar because I've seen him play it. I can relate to him and I think he's a cool, fantastic guitar player. Superficial as it sounds, I think the look actually goes a lot into it for a person that wants to have the drive and motivation to play it.
What are some mistakes that guitar players do when first looking for the guitar?
So one thing that I will tend to put people in, like in the position of when they're finding the guitar, is after you kind of find one that appeals to you, finding a control group of guitars that you want to try. Like pick out 3 at the store, line them all up right next to you, and then just plug them in and then get to know the feel. Like we're musicians, we have these weird superstitions and things. When a guitar will like sing to you, you know it's kind of that one. It kind of clicks instantly. And again, as silly as it sounds, it makes a difference. Like you just strum that one chord, or maybe you don't even know how to play chords yet, but you kind of you click with it the second you kind of touch it. That's how you know. It's
more of the feeling itself too, because every guitar has different tones, everything has different pickups, but then once you strum that one thing, it's like, this is the sound I want to go for.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, and you can kind of just relate, again, to like your favorite artists and stuff like that. You can kind of have their guitar sound in your head, but get your hands on it first. Kind of just strum around, just, you know, up and down strokes. You don't even have to be playing a chord, really. But it will just sound right to you. And then start to get your hand around the neck, start feeling it. Is it too thin? Is it too thick? Is it just right? And then, you know, kind of just go from there.
What are some guitars would you recommend?
So I have the Squier Telecaster right here next to you. And this is literally like the epitome of the electric guitar. Leo Fender made this in 1950. It's the first mass-produced solid body electric guitar. Yeah, so basically what you get with this is you have 2 single coil pickups, 3-way selector to select those pickups, and a volume knob and a tone knob, and the tone just rolls off the highs and it makes it sound a little bit throatier and a little bit warmer. These Squiers start at $199. They are a perfect beginner guitar. This is actually one of the first guitars that I bought like with my own money when I got a job when I was a teenager. They sound great, they feel great. I still have it at home. It's one of my most played guitars.
That just feels nice too.
Exactly, yeah, it's just like, it's a guitar, you plug it in, you play it, it does its job. But this Fender Mustang, here is your first step into the Fender world. You're only looking at $525 for a Fender guitar. The Mustang here is actually a short scale. So a lot of beginners, a lot of people like just with small hands in general. But I love these guitars, and I love the body shape too. The singer Boley, she plays one. She's one of my favorites. Kurt Cobain had a Mustang. I mean, a lot of people play these guitars. They're phenomenal. And again, that short scale just means that the neck is actually just shorter, the frets are a little bit closer together, and it's just more comfortable to play. Fender Jazzmaster. Again, this is like a standard Fender scale length. It's not short scale, it's just normal. So yeah, this is your kind of next step up for a lot of players. If you're wanting to get something a little bit nicer quality, you are playing out more, you're doing stuff in the studio and stuff like that, you just want a nice guitar and you don't want to really bust the bank. The Jazzmaster here, this is the Classic Player Series. This is the Made in Mexico version. kind of have like, you have the vibrato system. You have a fancy rhythm circuit here, which kind of gives you the jazz tone, hence Jazz Master.
Yeah.
And the body shape was made for jazz players sitting exactly like that, you know. So one of Leo Fender's greatest inventions.
What are some advice would you give, I guess, first starter out guitar player?
You know, if like a parent were to come in here and say, how do I get my kid motivated to practice or something like that?
Yeah.
Watch live concerts and stuff.
Oh, that's totally true.
I always recommend doing that because one of my favorite pastimes is literally just going, like, I don't even listen to real, like, albums ever. I just listen to bands live performances.
I totally get that.
Yeah, I love watching them. I love hearing how it differs from the album or something like that. But like one thing that I was able to always kind of look towards when I was like a kid and learning guitar, like, you know, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, is I would always watch bands live and how they played their instruments and how all these different artists, you know, kind of played them differently and got different sounds from them, the gear they used, all these things that just added up. And it got me so motivated that I would always just like, I'm just like, oh, I'm watching Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins. Oh, he's like doing a bunch of weird bends and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna try that out on my guitar. I always recommend, you know, finding a motivation to actually play the guitar and to get better. And like, I took a couple months of guitar lessons in middle school, and one thing that I would do is just, I'd play my guitar on the couch when I was like just watching TV and stuff. You know, just always have it in your hands, always be playing, have the idea of you are going to get better. There is always going to be a plateau in anything that you try to exceed at, but especially guitar, you hit these plateaus for a very long amount of time. But that should just encourage you to get off of that plateau and to exceed as a guitar player.
So, in conclusion, overall, so what we're looking for is a guitar that really appeals to you. It could be the look, could be the tone, could be whatever, but just something that like basically speaks to you and draws to you. And so,
exactly.
Second off, too, you know, definitely feel the guitar, making sure not to really bust the bank itself, too. But just find something affordable that you can like learn and keep growing from that guitar.
But any suitable guitar, you know, I would always look for something like at least over $150. The Amazon special of $70, that includes an amp and a cable and strap. I'll be honest, it's not going to get you very far, but get a well-suited guitar to start learning on. Because if you don't get something that's at least of some sort of quality or has a reputable name on it, it's going to become a deterrent more than anything else.
And then lastly, look for that motivation. Definitely watch like some concerts, live videos, live recordings, just to get you going, and rather than just like feeling defeated or whatnot. So
there's always room for improvement. Go watch those shows, get motivated, go to local shows, watch people literally 10 feet in front of you playing guitar, hitting their guitar pedals, messing with their amps. Like, all these things come into the grand scheme of getting you motivated to play guitar.
Alright, well, that really basically just concludes this whole thing. Where can we find you?
You can find me at 12710 Shawnee Mission Parkway in Shawnee, Kansas. That is 66216. And we are open 7 days a week, noon to 8, pretty much every single day. So
definitely come by here. I buy all of my gear here itself. I have a Fender Pro Junior to my Epiphone Casino to all of my lovely pedals and gears that I have here. So these guys will definitely take care of you. So definitely come by over here. What guitars would you be looking for starting out? What would you recommend out of anything? Definitely let me know in the comments. Once again, my name is Mike Elgin V from Modern Day Fitzgerald. Stay classy and cheers.